Hello everyone, I'm Rachel and I welcome you to Executive Corner Expert Talks. Today we have Shaun Leisegang, CEO of rapidMATION. Here at 𝐾𝐞 we bring you industry leaders, successful business owners, market and equity advocates, all under one roof to help you discover the insights of the stock markets and help you understand how you can create multiple passive income streams. A very warm welcome to you, Shaun.
Excellent. Thanks so much, Rachel. Great to meet you and thanks for the invite.
Great to have you today. Now, from hyper-automation to intelligent automation, you've been doing quite a bit on the automation front. Can you tell our viewers a little bit more about it?
Yeah, absolutely. So here at rapidMATION, we do all things intelligent automation. And often people ask me, well, Shaun, what does intelligent automation actually mean? So broken down very simply, I guess we break it down into three parts, and those three parts are understand, digitize, and automate. And what I mean by that, on the first block, on the understand side, what we're trying to help customers do is establish total visibility and control over their processes. And how we do that is we use visual process mapping software to document how the process actually runs inside a business. And that becomes then a living, breathing blueprint that anyone in a company, including people like new starters, can actually see how that process runs. And once we've kind of understood the process with the customer, what we then can do is we can look at digitization and automation opportunities. So what does that all mean, right? Well, in the digitized space, work isn't a place that we go anymore. It's something that we do, and we want to be able to do work anywhere, anytime, any place. And being able to digitize some of these processes actually makes that a reality for us. And the final piece of the intelligent automation puzzle is really about automation. And I always say automation is all about how we help people do more with less. And really we want to automate where it makes the most sense and can have the greatest impact. And really what we're trying to do is we're trying to free up humans from tedious, mundane and repetitive tasks so that they can perform higher value work. And really what that means for companies is this inspires employees to bring their best selves to work and deliver consistent, stellar performances every day. So in a nutshell, that's the intelligent automation landscape.
Excellent. It's absolutely fascinating area you work in. You also deal with artificial intelligence. Now, in your opinion, how could the world integrate automation with AI for a better user experience?
Yeah, absolutely. So we use a lot of artificial intelligence in a variety of different ways. And we often infuse many of our digitization and automation solutions with various forms of AI. So to give you a few examples, I guess, the first example is every business creates a huge amount of documents, right? And data is often locked up inside these documents. And some people out there in the space call this dark data because it's very hard to go and get that data from those documents. And one way that we use artificial intelligence is to automatically go and extract the data from those documents and then use that data in some sort of business process. So perhaps an example is invoices coming into a business. We can automatically pick up those invoices, automatically extract that invoice data, and then go and do something with that data we've extracted from those invoices. Another good example might be around chatbots, right? So we often do chatbots with customers, and you often seen chatbots pop up in the bottom of a website and they say, hey, Rachel, how are you today? How can I help out? Often what we do is we use artificial intelligence to pick up what that user is actually putting into that chatbot. And what we're trying to pick up is something called sentiment. And what sentiment means is we're trying to figure out, is that customer happy, sad, or perhaps indifferent? And perhaps if they start to use some sentiment that we feel is sad, we can bump them straight up to the top of someone's queue so that a human user can loop in and get them sorted straight away. So yeah, heaps of different ways of artificial intelligence. Those are just a couple of examples for you.
And could you then enlighten our viewers on what you would recommend if they were interested in getting started within intelligent automation?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think because some of this technology we use is fairly new still, sometimes people are a little bit apprehensive around it, right? But what I often tell customers, it's no longer if you're going to do some of this stuff, it's really about when, and when should be today. But what we've done is we've got a really great pack that we call the Proof of Value Pack. And what that is, it's a very simple 10-day consulting services exercise. It's not about speaking about what we think we can do. It's really about doing something. And really, this is about seeing the power of intelligent automation in action without having to commit to any software purchases or anything like that up front. and customers find extreme value in being able to work on a real world scenario and prove that out before committing to any software purchases and the like. So it's been extremely popular, and it's a great, simple, low-cost way to get started on your intelligent automation journey.
And Shaun, reportedly there has been a supply shortage of skilled labour for AI automation. Have you felt this? And if so, how do you cope with that?
Yeah, absolutely right. So I think I definitely agree with that. And we are always on the lookout for top quality IT professionals in the market. So I guess we have to get a bit creative, right? So it would be great if we could just go put a job advert out and hundreds of people would apply for that job. But we have to get a little bit more creative than that. So we look at a lot of grad programs. We run that internally here at rapidMATION. We've also focused on retraining people, right? So that's an interesting angle. There's often people that are looking for a career change or looking to do something slightly different. So we often kind of encourage people to do that, and we help retrain those people. And then some of the technology partners that we work with, they've got pretty clever, and they've started to offer some of these courses in university programs, right? So there's got to be a few different creative ways of how we get and we minimize the skills gap. But what I can say to some of the viewers is a career in tech is an amazing opportunity. The intelligent automation space, we're working with some amazing customers on truly transforming their businesses. So if there's anyone out there, certainly, yeah, it's a great space to be in.
So on that note, do you think that automation will wipe off lower and mid-level jobs in the future?
Yeah, I think it's an interesting question, right? And I think like any revolution, there's of course going to be some disruption, right? So some of the viewers might have heard about something called the fourth industrial revolution, or Industry 4.0, some people refer to it. And that's the ongoing automation of traditional manufacturing and industrial practices using kind of modern smart technology. So while I think there's definitely going to be job disruptions, on the other side of that, there's going to be many, many new jobs created that we don't even know about today. And I say, if you think back 10 years or so, there was no job called a social media manager, or maybe a job called a data scientist. And those are really, really popular jobs nowadays. So while there may be some disruption in the market, there's going to be many, many new jobs created.
And digital revenues from new and emerging technologies have been growing for large IT and ITES companies. How competitive is it when some companies have huge cash reserves?
Yeah, I guess it's an interesting question, right? So across the landscape, there's all types of these different IT partners, and that's from the large global system integrators to kind of more boutique consulting services businesses similar to ours. I think there's space for everyone in the market, right? Because different customers have different needs at different parts of their journey. The one thing how we compete against that is we offer a very unique experience. That's a very agile experience, right? So it's about getting going now, automating today for tomorrow, and we use our team of very talented people who are absolutely relentless around customer success to deliver some amazing outcomes for our customers.
And just finally, Shaun, the pandemic has changed the way so many of us live. How has it impacted your business?
Yeah, and I've seen kind of both sides of the coin in terms of that. And we've been truly blessed as many customers have come to us during this crazy time. And they've asked us to assist them with being able to automate in the short term to get them through the craziness. And obviously that'll help them survive. But then that'll put them in a position to thrive as we move out of kind of the pandemic. And I guess what we do is we all know that tomorrow will work differently than today. And that's why when we think about kind of automating processes, we don't need to automate processes the way we do them right now. We work together with our customers to kind of figure out how their business needs to run tomorrow before recommending kind of the right approach for them. And it's really about automating for tomorrow, today, that we can then unlock the potential of people's businesses and the people. And this will allow them to automate, survive, and then thrive on the other side of it.
Let's hope so. Excellent. It's been fabulous to chat to you today, Shaun. Thank you so much for your time.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
And with that, I'll sign off. Watch this space for more. Till then, stay apprised and invest wise with 𝐊𝐴𝐺𝐻𝐿.